facing the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Dolphins and the Jets next on Madden NFL 23.
Team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense. Over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Past the trolley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays that he executed, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barber. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Looking to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Now back to throw. It's Edwards again. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they get out of this with a split. Knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them, but they take care of business now.
And out of bounds right around the 20. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him? He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23. Awesome. How do you do as he gets in there for the sack? 2nd and 14. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 12 carries, 58 yards.
Not a rip.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect him. It means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble
a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One more time with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tackle the extra point. Tied at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They save him back at the 36. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying it. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. DeVonta Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. A give running left, it's Sanders. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He has a man, it's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming in.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Open man is Waddle, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is the first time they've gone his way in this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Edwards. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barber. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the fourth. now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw again. It's Edwards again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Paul ought to give up the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. 17. Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New York set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New York set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Dolphins have got it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. They'll try to run with Hall.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man here is Conklin.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Breece Hall,
34 yards.
And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
2nd and 1. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's Hall again.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
They'll give to Hall. 52 yards rushing for him so far, and a boatload of touchdown runs as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a man. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
All again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead is Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This game